Hi, and welcome to another unboxing video. This is an Annex unboxing. Um, just got it last night. Took about this one came back pretty quick, a little over 2 weeks. They're running a special now for they're I don't know, it's expedited, but it's their supposedly a 14-day turnaround for $169 for 10 coins. So I submitted this. I will say the last couple of submissions we've done. We had a lot of Morgan dollars, and Annex coins are really strong, except for Morgan dollars. Um, their grading standards are very tough, but Morgan dollars, I know in the shop that I work at, and one of our guys in the shop does several shows, one up in New Hampshire and two in Massachusetts, on a regular basis, and he says the Annex Morgans are at least 1/3 off price. So you got to knock 1/3 of the price off of in order to try to sell an Annex coin. Annex Morgan. However, all the other coins that we have for Annex are selling just as well and for just as strong a money as any other NGC or PCGS coin. So Annex is getting their reputation back, I think. I challenge anybody to take a modern Annex holded coin and send it to NGC or PCGS, and I guarantee it'll cross. If you do a crack out, I pretty much guarantee it'll upgrade. They are tough. It's a trade-off for quick turnaround and cheaper money. Man, they are just cracking down and being really tough. So let's jump into it. The first coin, there's a couple here that had problems, but I knew they were going to have problems. I sent them anyway. This first coin is a 1795. Really, really rough. It had been dug. I bought this coin on eBay for about $40, and I couldn't attribute it. I couldn't even see the full date. I'm actually surprised it got a full AG3 because I knew it was 179, and I wasn't sure. I could pretty much rule out 1794. But if you get anything later, there could be some big money in some of the varieties. So I paid for the attribution on this particular one, and of course, it's determined to be the most common. So in AG3, without any problems, PCGS price guide has this at $550. However, they're not selling at $550. A year ago, AG3s problem free was selling for about $255. Hold it. So obviously this has a lot of problems. I figure this coin's worth about $125. So I did okay with it. I don't plan on selling it. I always wanted a 1795 half cent or anything from the 1700s. I like having in my collection. So I plan on keeping it. But yeah, I was kind of hoping for a cool variety, and yeah, it came back common. It is what it is. That's why they're common. So this one's a 1798. I continue my quest on 1798 large cents. We accumulated a bunch of them, and I just have been slowly sending them in. I sold some of them raw, but I really just like having the 1798 cents holded. It sells much better, and I don't know. I get to hoard them. So this one was a VGA details. They said corroded, which, yeah, if you really look at it, you can kind of, you have to agree with that. However, the next one came back straight. So an early bust large cent without any problems. Good 6 on this 1802. So nice coin. Tough to get these problem free. It's like people just kind of accept that they have problems and will still buy them with problems because they're almost impossible to find problem free. This is 1853 large cent. I thought this was going to come back at AU. I sent it in. I thought it was an AU 50, AU 55 range. It wasn't far off. And take into the fact that Annex is strict as hell. It probably really is an AU 50. But anyway, I'm happy with it. It looks really good. These large cents are just easier to sell, holders. So if we take them into the shop and get them for really cheap money in a big collection and put $17 into it, we're really not into it that much money, and having it holdered saying that's problem free and high grade is much easier to sell. And like I said, Annex is getting just as much money for those type of coins as is for anything else. This is a 14D, a nice problem free fine 15. Probably agree with that grade. Strong 15 though. Probably around $250. That's what it would be selling for, my guess. This coin just missed. Just pulled this thing out, cherry picked it, and said, Jesus, this is a gorgeous 14S. Thought it had a shot at Unk. Doesn't have any problems that obviously you can see, but obviously must have had a couple of rubs in the high spots because they saw fit to give me an AU58, but it's still pretty much as valuable as the 14D. It's about a $250 cent, but the 14D can be in much lower grade and be $250, and this thing's got to be way up there to be $250. So, but still, nice little cherry pick. This was one of the ones I was slightly. It's a better date in any condition. Not 1892 Barber half, and only got a fair 2. I really was expecting an AG3. We'll see from the reverse, but this thing has a solid good front, full rims, no issues. But apparently for Annex it was missing too much on the reverse. Probably the fact that United States is gone. You start to see it here, but it's pretty obliterated. But I really still thought the mint mark strong, and the front being so strong, I figured it would get an AG3. And yeah, fair 2. What are you gonna do? It's still over $100 coin. This is my never-ending saga of trying to cherry-pick a commemorative and send it into any of the grading companies, and always getting cleaned or problem or something. So this is I'm getting a little bit better. At least I didn't get cleaned. AU58, California. It's a little bit of a better commemorative. It's not on the low end of easy commemoratives to get, but it's not a wicked hard one. It's not on the top tier of commemoratives to get, so it's still a valuable coin. I'd have to look it up. I didn't look it up to see exactly, but it still was worth getting graded. But I had really hoped for some type of mint state on this. And Annex saw fit to give me an AU58, so yeah, it kind of sucks. But not a worthless coin. And I just got done lecturing on Morgan dollars, and I had gone and thrown a Morgan dollar in this. And not only are they get tough on Morgan dollars, but they just don't get the money. So now they give me an MS61, and I can't even get MS61 money for it. So I can't tell you why I sent this one in. I might have liked the rim toning. I don't know. When it came back, when I got the grades back, I was like, why did I send a 1903 plain in? I mean, it's not necessarily a better date, so 61, it's like an $80 coin, and I can't get that from Annex, so that one was probably a waste. I mean, even though it was my one mint state coin, it was my waste. This one's a 21 piece. This one's got some nice mint luster. I was hoping for an AU, but I didn't dip it. I didn't play with it, and that may have hurt me. Left a little bit too much crud or dark toning on it for them to push over the edge. But these are really tough to grade. They came so flatly struck right here in the hair that, you know, you get a mint state one and, man, you hold that thing and look at it and go, that thing's circulated. Well, it's not. You really have to have an eye, and you have to look at multiples of these to be able to tell what's an unk and what's not. So I knew this wasn't an unk, but I thought it would be an AU. But then again, I suspected the worst I was going to do was this, which is what I did. I prepared myself for possible EF45 because just because of the toning of the dark, the black that's all in the crevices and such. And again, I didn't want to play with it. It's not that much of a jump, and it's still a really nice coin and still decent money. So I'm happy with it. So anyway, that's my update. As far as NGC goes, they're making some progress. They upped a couple of the submissions yesterday from in grading encapsulation to quality control. I don't know what else they're saying it is, but 2 of them have gone to quality control. 2 of them, I think one of them was already done and is just sitting there waiting, and then another one is still in grading encapsulation and something else that they call it. But that one should have been finished before one of the other ones. So I suspect, because I had them all shipping back at the same time, that it is done. Just somebody has to get over and finish it up. So my suspicions are within the next 10 days, my NGC submissions will be done and sent back to me. Now, I can't promise that, but I'm hoping to show you a couple of NGC submissions. But they've been out since late summer, beginning September, I'd say. So yeah, they're slow. PCGS even worse. So and then I'm going to be putting together another Annex submission, so hopefully have that in a couple of weeks. And I know I've said it before, I'll try to pump out some more videos. It's still my intent. I just have a hard time finding time. But anyway, that's my update, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Hit me a like. I'd really appreciate it if give me a like, and subscribe. Subscribe is the big one. I'm trying to get my numbers up, so if you give me a subscription. I don't put out videos all that often, but when I do, I hope people like them. So anyway, thanks a lot. Have a good one.